In this video, I'm going to show you how I increased the lead volume with 800% for a medium-sized business, completely organic, meaning not a single cent or dime or dollar was spent on ads during this entire process. And yet the leads increased by 800%. So firstly, started off by doing an activation plan so we were able to push the products and services the company had and were going to publish in this upcoming quarter. And as why there's blocks from the descriptions is because of NDAs, but you see the full planning here on what type of content, on what type of platform. It was a carousel, simple visual, breakdown, poll, blog post, image-based post, short video, newsletter, all in order to push as much content out to the market that resonate with their ideal candidate prospect, and once again on all different platforms. And once we had done that, all the CTAs on the content will always come back and visit their main website. And a crucial thing on the main website was because previously, before this growth playbook was launched, they had a form on the website. And when you have a form, it lands somewhere, you wait for someone to take action, or someone doesn't. It can be quite a mess, and the speed to lead won't be that effective. So, what we also did is we created a round robin calendar with all the sales rep, meaning all sales reps had one joint calendar to maximize availability for the highest intent prospect. And this resulted in an instant speed to lead, resulting in immediate meetings. So, from having very few to now getting meetings from the content that resonated with them and having meetings booked straight into their calendar. And HubSpot has recently launched a research where they show that having a speed to lead within 5 minutes is just as crucial as having, well, an opt-in in general for calendar bookings, because this will increase your closing and quote rate with nearly 100%, because those first 5 minutes is very, very crucial. So imagine just having them at an instant, like that's even not even, the clock doesn't even stop ticking because it goes so fast. And furthermore, for those leads that didn't book, because we push people to the website, some people book, but not all visitors, of course, are gonna book. So what you do then? Well, you need to have a plan B of those who doesn't book to keep nurturing them. And what we did here is we activate the buying intent function in HubSpot, so you can see which companies have visited the website. And why we need to do that is, well, firstly, in Europe, there are regulations through IP or GDPR as such, meaning you can't really see the true IP or the true visitor from a website as you can in the US. That's why we use the buying intent function, because then we can push all those leads into Clay and enrich them from there. So as you can see here from Clay, all the companies that's visited, and then we enriched, meaning we try to find people at the company, because in Europe you can get access to the IP address, meaning you can see which company have visited your website, but that doesn't really tell you much. So you need to enrich and find the exact specific person that was the most likely one to visit the website, meaning we decided a few ICP job titles to find. So as you can see here, sometimes we found and sometimes we didn't find, and then we enrich them further. Going forward from there, we push those leads that didn't book a meeting, but those that had visited our website into an instantly campaign where we talked about the pain point that we had from the activation plan from step one. You know, the content we pushed out to all the social media platforms. And this looked, well, a few different variation in order to split test, see what worked, and to get the highest deliverability possible. And once we had a positive reply, we set up automations so the sales reps get notified within instants, so they can take action immediately. And we build those automations through webhooks connected to the CRM, and also so they now had a joint leads channel, so all the sales reps saw either when they had a meeting booked in the calendar for obvious reasons, and secondly, leads that showed positive buying intent, which were interested to respond to an email in this channel. By doing so, they can now take an instant speed to lead action from the positive leads. So imagine you get from not having a playbook like this in general, like not having any leads. Now they have a meeting in the calendar and a channel which show leads interested in your service that you simply need to connect with, reach out with. So this helped all the channels increase the lead amount. So before the lead system was in place, they were averaging around between 1 to 5 leads a month on a good month, that was, and spending a lot of advertising budget in order to get this. And now all of a sudden, they were generating around 45 to 55 leads a month, completely organic. That's a lead volume increasement by around 800%, approximately. It's a little bit more to be precise. But once again, it's completely organic. Before it was 1 to 5 with paid. So shut down all the ad revenue, shut down all the ad budget, and do this completely organic. And do you want to increase your lead volume with 800% completely organic? Then check the link down below in my descriptions. We can talk about how we can do that in your business.